Hello everybody. Hope you guys are doing all right. So today I want to show you all the watches I got for under €5 at the flea market. And most of these I got in a bundle to get a better price. Whenever I find a seller who is selling a couple of watches and I find a couple of watches that I like, usually fetch for a better price by getting a bundle. So most of these I got in a bundle. Some of them I just got by their own. And yeah, I just want to go through these with you and let me know how I have done. So, first, this President Quartz. I read the name before. I wasn't sure when I bought it, what I'm buying, but I got it for €1. So, I thought I'd give it a shot because of the moon phase. Might be worth something. I don't know if it works. Next, this Karex. Yeah, this was a really great find for €2. I got this one. Mechanical watch. Um, doesn't say anything but jewels on there, so the movement is probably not that special. I did some research about the company. It actually stands for Karex, and they used to make watches for a German catalog called Quelle. And yeah, I guess the cheaper price segment. 1980s. This is from 1981, I think. Did some research, but yeah. Pretty happy about this watch because it looks nice. I like the style. Look at this. I like the thickness of it. I like the glass. I like the color of the dial, a cream color dial. I don't think it's patina. It's just cream colored. But yeah, really nice watch. You could change the band and give it a new look. Yeah. So as far as worth with this one, I have it listed for 39 and I have already a few interesters, a few watches. Um, but I'm not sure if it's gonna sell for that price. But I saw similar ones selling for around that price, so thought I'd give it a shot. This Fossil, Fossil Architect, thought it was special because I saw Fossil Architect on the same day. Then I found this one and I was like, wow, Architect. Actually, actually said it to my girlfriend. I thought it was a big find. Pay €3 for this doesn't work, and there's really no resale value in this. So this is mostly trash. This Swatch, it's not a Swatch Scuba, I think, but it's something similar. Looks really nice. Probably my third Swatch I ever bought. Was intrigued because it had a stretch band and €3 for this. It works. Change the battery. Beautiful watch. Hoping to sell this for around 20. This one. This is a Prina quartz. Prina quartz. And if I'm not mistaken, Prina was a German company. Caliber 6920, water resistant. Yeah, I think it is. Prina is a German company. Nice women's watch with a stretch band. Got this one in a bundle. I think I paid $250 for this in that bundle. So yeah. This is pre-watch. Also got this one in the same bundle. Why I buy Esprit watches? Some people say fashion watches are not really interesting. I think you can even see that in the video where I have the big bag of watches. I don't really care for that Esprit watch. In my mind, I had no idea though. If it wasn't for the man Vintage Sterling finds, I had no idea how much value are in Esprit watches. And yeah, listening to his advice and buying those watches whenever I see them. This one also 250 in that bundle. The strap, the problem is here. I mean, the watch is also the strap, right? And if that's broke, the whole watch is kind of. I mean, how you gonna? Maybe you could buy something new strap like that. But I don't know. It's never gonna be real Esprit. I fixed it a bit, glued it together. You could say I did a terrible job, but it actually was like bent so much. Actually spent like half an hour on this to get it aligned with the holes there, and Yeah, it works. It runs. Change the battery. It's a nice watch, but maybe 10 because of the condition. I don't know. 5 to 10. Pay 250. Yeah. Next. Oh yeah, the Citizen. Citizen quartz, water resistant. I got this one also in that bundle for 250. But is it an original Citizen? Yeah, it's an original Citizen bracelet. I don't know if it runs. Didn't check it yet. So this is, I think, a nice find for 250. Yeah. Kienzle Life. You see that? Kienzle Life. Kienzle, German company. I was pretty happy to find this one. It was at a seller who only had quartz watches and thought all of his watches were quartz watches. And then I saw this one and tried to give it a wind, and then he corrected me, said, "No, no, no, it's quartz." And I was like, "No, no, no, that's not quartz, bro." Um, it doesn't work, or you could say it's overwound because you can't wind it. It's really stuck. But yeah, really nice watch. I would say this is a women's watch, right? Because of the, yeah, it's really tiny, small. Yeah, but it's I like it. I like the tank style, and then the glass there. It's a beautiful watch. The red dial. It's just really beautiful watch. For €3, I paid for this one. There is another Protina. This time a men's Protina. Um, Same bundle, 250. I paid for this one. I don't know if it runs. I haven't tried changing the battery, but it looks nice. I like the style there. Probably 80s, right? Probably 80s. Would you say 70s? I don't know. But yeah, pretty happy about this because Puccino is a German company and they hold some value, I think. Not the biggest, but yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Vintage Sterling Finds, because Calvin Klein watches. I look out for them now and I keep finding them. Maybe this is like law of attraction or whatever, but I keep finding Calvin Klein watches. This one doesn't have any Swiss made on there though. Japan movement. I saw Calvin Klein with a Swiss made movement. So I guess those are worth way more. So, yeah, the Swatch I got for €1. Swatch Access. When I bought it, I also thought like, oh wow, big find, right? But swatches are not that valuable. Maybe some, but when you're just a noob like me, you see like Swatch, Casio, you're like, oh, Citizen and Seiko, I go crazy. And sometimes those are not even that valuable, right? Because it's all about the condition. It's all about the condition. And yeah, I don't even know how to, maybe like this or whatever. But yeah, I got this for €1. It looks nice. It works. It runs. Change the battery. I like that style there. Maybe somebody might like this at the flea market. I don't know. Could sell this for 5, maybe 8. I changed the battery though. This is the thing. You change the battery. Uh, I paid €3 for batteries, so I gotta find a better source to buy cheaper batteries. But I put silver in there, so yeah. Okay, jumping out at me. This is another swatch. This is actually a nice swatch. I like the Swatch Irony style. Yeah, Swatch Irony. I like this style. I mean, this is a women's watch, but any steel swatch just interests me. And I like this black dial. A little bit scratched up, if you could see that right here. Paid 250 for this one. No, wait a minute. This was in another bundle. This was in another bundle where I paid around €4 per watch. Yeah. This was in another bundle. but we're gonna come to that. So this Boccia titanium I got in the same bundle. Now I have no idea about Boccia, but the first bag of watches that I bought, there was a Boccia titanium in there, and then I did some research, and yeah, I guess they have some value. Sapphire crystal, I mean it's quality stuff in there. All titanium, sapphire crystal. Looks nice, nice dial, I guess. Women's watch, but it just, yeah, looks nice. As far as value, I looked it up, maybe 20. Maybe you can sell this for 20 easy, 15 at the flea market. Didn't change the battery though, I don't know if it works. This Orient. Yeah, this was the one I saw at the table where the seller was like €5 per watch. And then I got a bundle and I ended up paying like 4 per watch. Yeah, so this Orient intrigued me, jumped out at me. I was like, what am I seeing? Is this the deal of my life? Well, guys, you have to keep in mind, I'm such a beginner at this. I got into all of this because I like to hunt. I love flea markets. First of all, I love flea markets, and watches was a thing where I was like, I'm gonna get into watches eventually. And then I just saw more and more videos, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go into watches at the flea market. Just look for watches, just see how it feels, and yeah, and the pain of it when you buy something that doesn't work is basically trash. That comes with it also. Yeah. That Orient quartz, it's not working. The crown is so weird. I don't know. It's a screw down crown, but it's can't really push it in all the way. And it jumps back out. Maybe I can show you that. It doesn't work. I changed the battery. It doesn't work. So this is for the trash bin. I guess maybe parts, maybe somebody. I don't know. Next. Yeah, hello. You at the bottom. The Seiko women's quartz. But look at this. Look at the second hand. It's all bent. This is all parts. I think I paid 5 for this, and I think that's badly overpaying. And she even said, "Did you sell the Seiko?" And I was like, when I got home, I wanted to change the battery, and the glass even came off, and it was like, oh my god. But that second hand, I bent that myself though. So yeah. Next. Yeah, I think this is a really great find. First of all, look how beautiful it runs. I just picked it up and didn't even wind it. It looks so beautiful, bro. This watch, I'm pretty happy about this one. This is the Zarya. Made in the USSR. If you could zoom in, please. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh my god, I moved the whole table. Made in the USSR. Who am I kidding? It's not a table, it's my refrigerator. So whatever. Yeah, and it works beautifully. 22 jewels. Look at this Greek. I think it's Greek numerals. Or Greek style, I guess. So beautiful. Such a nice watch. $250 in that bundle. And sometimes I found out they spelled Zarya with an I, like in here, and sometimes they spell it with an Y. For the European market, I think they used to spell it with an I. Thank you, ChatGPT, for that information. Next. Oh yeah, also in that 250 bundle, before 17 jewels. Let's see if it runs. Oh, my fingers got stuck in there while winding. Let me hold that to the mic. Can you hear it ticking? I can hear it ticking. It runs beautifully. It looks so elegant, bro. Look at that dial. It's just beautiful. Just stunning. The metallic look. The color. What a beautiful watch. Look at the back here. Beautiful, beautiful women's watch. Paid $250 for this. As far as worth, to be honest, I have no idea. But this is in really good condition. Really, really good condition. Yeah. Next. This is Esprit. Thank you, Mr. Vintage Sterling Finds, bro, because Esprit. Another one. I paid 5 for this. So I don't know if that's a good purchase or not for 5. But a little bit of scratches there on the glass, on the crystal. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it runs. Didn't try and change the battery yet. But maybe at the flea market, you could go 10. I mean, even selling working watches at the flea market, I think you already have a USP, because I never see working flea market. My God, I never see working watches at the flea market. I only ever see non-working ones, or you have to change the battery, and it's always a gamble. It's always, even for 15 to 20, it's always, you have to change the battery. I mean, it's a gamble. So my plan is to sell working watches at the flea market. This Eterna. No, it's a Dugena. Dugena. Look at this. 2 stars on the dial there. Dugena. 20 micron gold double. Dugena. Pretty nice watch. The stretch band. Let's give it a wind. Yeah, you can wind it. This is so hard to wind, bro. This is so tiny. Look at this. Let's see if it works. Give it a little shake. It tries to wake up. It tries to win, but maybe it needs a cleaning. But yeah, this is more like a project then. Another tiny women's watch, a Stowa. Is this one made in the USSR? No, Stowa. But I think Stowa was also from the USSR, if I'm not mistaken. You can see that? Pretty nice, but so small, so tiny. This is crazy. But yeah, I bought this for $250. Maybe it has some worth to it. Stowa is a known company. I don't know. Have to do a little bit more research on this one. Okay, next. Hope I'm still recording. The Citizen Quartz I paid also in that bundle for $250. I couldn't even believe it, bro. I couldn't even believe it that it was just sitting in that box. It's a little bit of dirty because that box was really dirty. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. It's beautiful Citizen tank and it works. But well, I made a little project out of it. Might as well tell you guys. I tried to change the battery and then I lost the screw for that battery plate, that contact plate. Man, I was so furious, bro. I lost that screw. I had it on the pliers and just plop, just gone. Just to infinity, bro. Yeah. So I made a little project out of it, but I have another screw. I just have to get it, file it down, get it a little bit smaller. Yeah, this hurts, but it works. I saw it ticking and it's so beautiful, bro. Such a nice condition too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't hate me. This lures, I got this one for €1. If it wasn't for watching videos on YouTube, I would know about lures. And that lures is from Seiko. Yeah. That's why I buy lures watches now. I guess every time I see them, I know now they are from Seiko. They have some value. I don't know if this one works. Very small, like 8 millimeters here. Very, very small. I don't know if I have another strap for that. But yeah, lures by Seiko. I don't know in terms of worth. No idea. This one. Did I put this one back in? I do have another Zarya. What the? Oh, okay. What? Oh, this is a Zentra. Oh my god. Got confused there for a second. This is a Zentra. Zentra quartz. No. What? Oh my god. Zentra 17 joules anti-magnetic. I think it's overwound. No, you can wind it. And it works beautifully. Wow. It looks really similar to this one. Except this one has a really beautiful patina. Look at this. My god. But both run beautiful women's watches. Um, yeah, looks really nice to be honest. Good condition, I guess the gold here or whatever this was. No, this is dirt. Just a little bit of. But I'm just wondering if there was any gold plated stuff on there. Yeah, beautiful. Citizen quartz. Also, I couldn't believe it. This was also in that bundle with that one. To be honest, when I first saw it, I was like, are there fake citizens around? There's even a sticker on the back with a little holo sticker. And it says citizen when you turn it in the right light. But yeah, really, really nice tank style women's citizen. I guess this could easily bring me 30 or more. The condition is really nice. I think it doesn't work. I think I tried changing the battery. Yeah, really nice women's citizen. Paid $250 for this. This is Esprit. Another Esprit watch. Looked really nice. Changed the battery and it actually works. As far as value, I think 15 to 20. Paid 4 for this. This was in the bundle for 4. Yeah, this Yonger Solar I also paid 4 for in the same bundle. But when I bought it, I was so excited, I guess, to find so many brand watches. And in my mind at that time, good watches, I didn't really look for the small details, and that was my problem. And it was so hectic at that flea market. It was so hectic, and I get nervous, and oh yeah. So I didn't see that it's not running. It's a solar. It should be running, at least ticking a bit, I guess. And it has a little like sunburn on there. Can you see that? It's really dark there, a really dark spot. And did some research, and that could be from it sitting in the sun, and that fried the battery, so to speak. And there was actually a little bit of fluid that came out at the bottom where the contacts are. So I need a replacement battery, and I found these are really hard to get. Maybe there is, maybe someday I will find a battery, put it in there, or will just sell it for parts as is. But it's in really nice condition. Um, yeah, really nice Junghans Solar. I have another Junghans Solar, and I have it listed for 19, and it runs, it works. No buyers yet, but I think around 20 people are willing to pay for that. Even more, maybe 40, depends what market. Yo, next, Regent. Regent quartz. I was at the jeweler and just walked by the jeweler, and they had a whole bunch of Regent watches sitting there. So that's what triggered in my brain to find vintage Regent watches. Yeah, so that kind of told me that Regent watches are a brand. I would never know about Regent watches if it wasn't for the first watch lot I bought. I guess that's how you learn. And then I did a ton of research about every watch. Google Lens did, and then did some research. ChatGPT some research about the company, and a whole bunch of research, and tons of watches, images of watches on my phone. It's crazy. So yeah, Regent I only know because I did the research and I found the other Regent that it's actually still selling. It's still a known brand. I guess a luxury brand, you could say. But yeah, maybe this could also sell for 15 to 20. And I bought this one because it said on cave. Does it say D cave? Die cave? You see that? Yeah, it looked, and a die. Look at this waffle. No, it's not really waffle, right? But it's just a nice dial. And maybe this is a special one, so I got this. No idea about the worth. Yeah. Yeah, this is the Loris, yeah. This is the Loris by Seiko. Got this one in the bundle also for €4. Don't know if it works, have to change the battery. But I like the uniqueness of it. The strap here, really nice. It looks really, really sporty, I would say. Yeah. Next, Zentra C. Now Zentra, I have a couple of Zentra watches. Um, the quartz ones are usually not that valuable. I bought this one because I saw the C there. I was like, okay, maybe this is something special. Finally, a men's watch, because most of these are women's watches. So I was like, yeah, finally a men's watch, cool. I'm going to get this. €4 I paid for this. In terms of resale value, maybe if it's running 10 to 15 at the flea market, yeah. So getting closer to the bottom here. Oh yeah, the Seiko, digital Seiko. Um, Also paid €4 for this in that bundle. It works, but all the batteries I have are too thick. I need a thinner version of the same size battery. so I can close the back, but it works. Yeah. Pretty happy about that. In terms of value, I have no idea. No idea. But a digital Seiko, I don't know. Have to do some more research about this. Could change the band. It's a bit rough condition. Other than that, it's still fine. Few scratches there. You can see that a little bit on the case, a little bit worn. But it's still, I mean, nice watch for a woman. Or kid, I guess. Yeah. Okay. What's next? What's next? What's next? You. Another Zentra. This one I paid $250 for. Look at that dial, man. I had some water damage, I guess. It's a quartz, even though it looks like a mechanical one. It can actually still move. Everything is okay, I guess. I have to change the battery and see if it works. In terms of value, I mean, in that condition with the dial, maybe somebody would like the dial like that. But I guess this kind of kills a bit the value because it just looks not so cool. So yeah, maybe even paying $250 for this is too much. I'm not sure. Let me know. A Dugena, anti-magnetic wind-up watch. Does it work? Wow, can you hear that? That's a weird sound when you try to wind it. What is that sound? The gears are grinding, but it works. It works. And it's still a nice condition. Look at this. It's not been worn, a little dirty. I guess you have to clean it up, of course, but it's still an okay, really okay, good condition. Anti-shock with a CH. Yeah, really nice one. Works beautifully. Dugena. They have some value. Old German company. This one is a Timex. Old Timex. I think I opened this one and it says the case is made in France. I don't know how old this is, but look at the dial. I like the dial there. Nice. Beautiful. Style of the numbers. Really nice style. Like that watch. Yeah, and you can't wind it. So this is parts. Next. A Junghans. Oh yeah. Another Junghans. Women's watch. Have to change the battery, see if it works, but look at that style, bro. Really. I like that. The case, and then is like the watch on the case, the square, and then the circle. This is a beautiful style. Yeah. Okay condition, I guess. It's a Hirsch. Hirsch. Yeah, man, 250. I mean, I feel that's a really good purchase for 250. If it works. But yeah. What do we have here? This is a Pulsar. Yeah, Pulsar by Seiko. Another one by Seiko. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't, right? You could be like, oh, Pulsar, who cares? Whatever. But if you know, I mean, paid also 250 for this. In that box, which is a really dirty box. Can't believe that condition though still. Look at that. Look at that. Just this looks basically unworn. Look at that condition. So beautiful. Lotus. I actually thought this was a Loris. Um, but then I found out that Lotus, and I got so excited. This was at the table with the €5 watches where I got the bundle for 4. And I got so excited I didn't even notice that it has no crown, I guess, maybe no stem. Yeah. It's a project. I don't know if this has any value in it. I saw some in good condition for 80, but not the similar one, so not sure if that was a good purchase. I think I shouldn't have got this one, but maybe not. But I thought it was a Loris, and then when I got home, I said, "Oh, Lotus." Oh crap! But it's still not that bad. But no crown. It's just yeah. What do we have here? Oh yeah, I paid 2 for this. Paid €2 for this one. Citizen quartz. It's really scratched up. I don't even know why I got it, to be honest. I don't know what I should do with it. Junk pile. Who would buy this, right? Even if it works. I mean, I could fix it. I mean, I guess I could make a pile because I want to learn how to get better at fixing small stuff, like even cleaning them up, and it would be cool to have this as a project too and try and fix the crystal, get a replacement crystal, and yeah, try and fix it up and get it to run, clean it up. Would be a cool project for me, but in terms of reselling, I don't think it was the best of purchases for €2. I mean, maybe I have no idea. As would somebody buy this for parts for 10? I'm not sure. The bracelet on its own, I sold a old vintage bracelet, vintage citizen bracelet that I just took off and sold that for 8 on its own. So maybe I can sell the bracelet for like 5 to 10. What what just happened? You just, oh my god, the dial completely moved in there. Oh, oh my god, bro. Okay, next. Wow, yeah, this is a Dugena. No, this is a Anchor. Anchor. Anchor 15, and it says, wait a minute, let me check. 55. Anchor 55. Women's watch. Like corrosion on the back. So it's not stainless steel. Stainless steel back, but the bracelet is probably not stainless steel. But looks nice. Shiny. And does it run? Does it work? Wow, you can wind this one like it's a new watch. Just winds so easy and beautifully. Can you hear it ticking? Ticking away beautifully. Paid $250 for this. Yeah. If you don't look at the back, I guess. I mean, the condition from the front is beautiful. A little bit of scratches there on the glass. I guess a really unique size of crystal. I don't know if you could get a replacement for that. And it even has some thickness to it. I don't know. But yeah, I think this was a nice find for $250 and it runs, so I think you could easily sell this for 15 or more. I don't want to guess too high on the prices. Yeah, this one I had no idea what I'm buying, to be honest. Just throw it in there. Looks like you could sell it. But this was a shit buy. This was a complete shit buy. Adrena 1779, quartz movement, it says quartz movement. I don't know. I just was like, throw it in there. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, throw it in there for €2. But maybe I can sell this for 10 if it's running. I guess, yeah, some woman might like this, but look at when you have to clean it up and do all of this to it. It's not that special of a movement. So yeah, wouldn't buy this again. But yeah, getting closer to the end here. This is a Feldmann. This is a Feldmann. Sounds German. Again, corrosion here on the back. Feldmann. Let's see if it works. Oh, you cannot wind it. It's stuck. But yeah, also 250 for this. Nice watch. This is a Junghans, another Junghans. Made in Germany. Because sometimes it says made in Germany, sometimes it doesn't on those Junghans watches. So I guess they had different production sites. Yeah, it's a quartz. Maybe this was that time where, yeah, probably 80s or whatever, I think. Where they used to make these watches like the mechanical ones, but they wanted to make it cheaper, so they just got a quartz movement. And they can still have that valuable, I guess, looking style of more expensive watches. I guess that explains the quartz crisis here. Okay, 3 left. What do we have here? Eterna. This is the Eterna. Got this one also in that same bundle, 250. Whenever I find a stretch band, I just want to go like this. Yeah, does it work? Does it run? Oh, you can wind it. Nothing. So this is parts. Oh, 20 micron. Yeah, gold double. Maybe it needs a cleaning, a little service. But who would service a watch like this? I don't know, if it has some value, like resale value, then somebody would take the time and service it. And I guess at the end of the day, this is just parts, right? I don't know. So what do we have here? Oh yeah, Timex Indiglo. Got so excited. Whoa, 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 Timex, real cool. It has no crown. Oh my god, no stem or whatever. Yeah, and it's all scratched up. Paid 4 for this. I don't know if I would buy this again, but I mean, I guess I sold watches for parts for 20. So, but those were then mechanical ones, and a Timex Indiglo quartz. I mean, it is an Indiglo, but yeah. I mean, Timex are very known. There used probably a lot of parts around for those watches, so maybe somebody would like this for parts, even for 5, for 10. I'm not sure, but I guess nobody would pay 20 for this. Yeah. Last one. Oh, yeah. This was, I guess, one of the better finds I got for 5. And Mechanical Citizen, and it's running. Paid 5 for this. He wanted 10 at first. Asked for 5, and then he said yes. Tiny little chip there on the glass. Yeah, and if you shake it even, it should start right up. No? Yeah. Yeah. Let me wind it. Again, so small on there. And it's already running. Yeah, beautiful watch. Only thing missing is the little spring bar here. But that's not a problem. Then you have a nice Citizen mechanical. But yeah, at the flea market, I find so many women's watches that I guess men's watches are somewhat of a rarity, or way higher priced. Yeah, but out of these few, pretty happy. Yeah, let me know how I've done, guys. Let me know what you think, if I have the right instincts, or I'm going in the right direction or not. I guess with some of those it was like a no-brainer, of course. But yeah, let me know how I've done, guys. Take care. Bye bye. Peace out.